Hi guys, I'm FastAnne, I'm a Twitch streamer, and today I've got a video for you about positive mindset. The year is just about to end, and this is the perfect time to think back about the most positive moments of your year. I want you to think of the best thing that happened to you this year. I think for me it would be going to my first ever gaming event. So think of your most positive thing right now and write it down in the comments. And if that is just the fact that you're still here today, that's totally fine. If you're having a hard time thinking of something positive, don't worry, that's why I'm here today for you. I've got a video about positive mindset, so make sure to keep on watching. I get told all the time that I'm super positive, both on stream and off stream, so I thought it was finally time to share my secrets with you guys in how to think more positive. I've got a couple of tips, both for when you're going to be streaming and tips that will work in real life moments. I'm going to start with the tips about when you're streaming and then we'll get back to real life positive mindset. For when you're streaming, the first tip would be to play with the right people. I've played with toxic teammates a couple of times and it's just not fun because they're going to be negative about the gameplay, about the communication, about everything basically, and it's gonna bring your positive mindset down and the positive mindset of your viewers as well. This also goes for when you're playing with viewers. I get asked all the time by my viewers like, hey, can I play with you sometimes? And I've recently had a problem where I played with new viewers and they teamed up with someone that comes in my stream quite often, and they were accusing him of stream sniping, of team killing constantly. That's not fun for your regular viewers and it's going to hurt them eventually. For example, what I'm gonna be doing when I have people that come into my stream for the first time and they ask if they can play with me, I'm gonna say, hey, this is my Siege name, add me, we can play some other time because I'm currently playing with some other people or some other friends and we can play in the future sometime. The second thing is something we're all gonna fall for at least once in our streaming careers, and it is getting discouraged by the numbers. Please don't do that. That's simply because streaming is very inconsistent. You're depending on people that are willing to watch you, and at one day you're going to rock a stream with 40 viewers and the next day you'll have a stream with 10 viewers, for example. This is totally normal. Streaming is inconsistent. People will be more busy at one day than they are at the other day, so please don't get discouraged by the numbers. It's also really important to have fun and enjoy your time streaming. Don't see it as something that you have to do, because once streaming starts to feel like an obligation, you might not be in the right place or you might be overstreaming yourself. Talking about overstreaming, it's really important to have a good balance between family, friends, and streaming. You need to spend time with family and friends because before you know it, you won't be able to spend time with them anymore. Set up a schedule with less streaming days, for example 2 or 3 streams where you'll have extra time for bonus streams. In that case, it's easier to stick to your schedule and you won't be having to cancel streams all the time. That will make you more reliable for your viewers to know when you're going live. The next tip would be to set the right expectations. It's really cool to set up a big goal that you're planning on reaching, but it's not fun when you're looking back on it and you're gonna be like, I didn't reach it. So when you're setting up goals, make sure to set up goals that are actually reachable. That way you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, yes, I reached that goal, and that feeling is so much better. When streaming, you are also gonna face some negativity, and the negativity in chat can be really hard to deal with. I'm gonna explain how I deal with this negativity, and I'll make it easier for you to deal with it as well. I usually attempt to deal with it in a funny way or in a way that it doesn't really bother me at all. Whenever someone says something mean to me, I usually am gonna be like, oh, thank you so much for that compliment. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And then I'm just gonna leave them with like whatever. And there's also something that I really want you guys to know, and I really want you guys to keep in mind whenever you're getting mean comments. Because people don't really mean these mean comments. 9 out of 10 times, it's just a mean copy pasta that new people put into your stream and that they've put into like 20 other streams before they went to your stream. It's also usually a new person that comes into your stream and a person that doesn't really know about your personal flaws. I have never been genuinely hurt by a comment that was put into my stream by someone that just entered my stream. It's just, like I said, mean copy pastas that they put into 20 other Twitch channels before they went to your channel. So please don't be hurt by these mean copy pastas because the people that put that into your chat don't actually mean it. This also works for real life situations, because when people you just met or people that you don't really know too well say something mean about you, it is 9 out of 10 times just something general that doesn't even apply to you or your personality, so you probably shouldn't be bothered by that as well. And last but not least, for the streamer things, listen to your guts. People will give you advice and they will tell you how you should be doing things, but it is your hobby and your passion, so you should listen to the things you want to do. That was about it for the tips that have to do with streaming. We're now gonna continue with some more personal tips for real life situations, but if you're a streamer, you should probably still be listening because these could be applicable to your real life situation as well. We're also gonna get a bit personal here because about a year ago I've had a really hard time with my studies, and I wasn't even sure if I was gonna be able to graduate, and it led me to the point of where I had a really hard time trying to stay positive. I followed a course with perfectionism, and that really helped me to think positive, and I'm gonna share some of the tips that I learned in that course with you right now. The first error a lot of people make is that they think that everyone has to like them. And technically, that's not even possible, because the difference between people is just too big, so not everyone can like you. You should be focusing on the people that you like, and the people that are the most close to you. It's the most important that they like you, not just everyone else around you or people that don't even matter to you that much. Another mistake that is easily made is that you think that you cannot make any mistakes. And that is wrong, because it's been said 1,000 times, but you can learn from your mistakes. That's basically how it works with the learning pit. You fall into the pit when you make a mistake, and it's not fun down there because you think you did something wrong, but once you get out of the pit by learning from your mistakes, you learned how to tackle a problem. So making mistakes is not wrong, it is actually needed to learn new things. Please keep that in mind. Another mistake is doom thinking or worst case scenario thinking. Because when you have a situation coming up that is either anxious or exciting, most people will be stressed about the outcome of the event. You shouldn't be worrying about something because you don't really know what's going to happen. It might just be that the outcome of the event is super positive and you've been worrying for nothing. It's also really important to not compare yourself to others, but instead compare you to the you of a couple of months ago. See what growth you've made and what changes you've been through. It's way better to compare yourself to you from a couple of months ago than compare yourself to others, because their changes or their growth may be totally different to your changes and your growth. You could also be really let down by the growth or changes of someone else when you're comparing them to you when it's not even comparable at all. And last but not least is a tip that you should probably be doing every day if you're having a hard time trying to be positive. So for every day in the evening, sit down and think about the most positive thing of that day. There could be something just really small, for example that a stranger has made a really nice compliment about your new sweater, but write it down. And after a while, try to go from like 1 positive thing per day to 2 or 3 positive things per day. And after a while, you'll probably see a pattern in things that you experience as positive things throughout a day. Writing them down and thinking about these positive things in the evening will make it more easy for you to think about positive moments throughout the day as well. So that was it for my tips on positive thinking. I'm going to be making more videos with streaming tips, so if you're liking the subject, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever my videos go live. Thank you so much for watching, I appreciate you, bye!